3 turrets in the main and just maybe 1 or 2 turrets in the natural. So it's not that it's necessarily such a bad thing for JangBi that he has gone Reaver. I mean, Reavers are useful all the way up until the first push. I mean, especially depends when the first push comes. If the Terran pushes before he has Goliaths, Reavers can definitely be a huge part of your army. And even after Goliaths, if you control them really well, you can use them to do damage. So it's not really a loss of money, but at the same time, JangBi would have been better off if he had gone for the 3rd Nexus immediately and not spent the minerals on the Reaver, because he didn't do any damage with it. But either way, it's not a big deal. I'd say this is an even game right now, and we're probably just going to have to wait for both players to build up at this point. I'm not sure whether JangBi knows right now that NaDa is going for a more... Wow, he's actually going to try to do some damage with the Reaver.
Oh.
Wow, finding... Oh my god,
whoa.
there is like... So,
that was
what a
brave.
tiny amount of space. Yeah, really, what a baller. He had like 1 millimeter of room there to land without getting hit by both turrets, and he manages to find that tiny hole. Just the fact that he attempted to do that shows he has huge nuts. So, well done, JangBi. And NaDa, I mean, basically doing the exact same thing he did in the first game, which you can't really blame him. He worked perfectly. Surprisingly, well, actually, I guess it's probably not that surprising, but NaDa's late game play, his micro, macro, his decision making, and army control has been really good. Like his in TVP, I mean, so far every game in the MSL where you've seen him go into the late game with a Protoss, he's played really well, and he's for the most part he's been able to shut Protosses down if he gets to the late game in an even game. So then that's a good choice for NaDa, and I think he's probably going to give JangBi all he's worth, even though JangBi's really strong in the late game as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens once these guys both get their armies up and they're both ready to engage each other.
Yeah, and another thing to point out about NaDa is, I think there's a post on Team Liquid brought up, is NaDa stayed in the top 30 in the Kespa ladder his entire career, from his first month that he started pro gaming till now. And just like you said, that macro style of play that he's adapted into late game TVP is, I think, part of that success. And we see old school players come in, and besides maybe Reach or Anytime, a lot of them have had problems with this new sort of metagame of real late macro heavy games, whereas NaDa has done an excellent job adjusting. So
yeah,
definite props to him. And it looks like JangBi sending that probe to the bottom right. He's looking to take his 4th, and you can see how safe that JangBi's expanding. After he took his 3rd base, he didn't even think about taking another base until he was sure that NaDa was going to push out and take that 3rd. And NaDa's actually extremely tank heavy here. Now he's got his 4 factories out, but he produced almost entirely tanks up until this point. He would have been a little bit more vulnerable if JangBi had gone for an earlier Citadel and maybe decided to stick on 3 bases. But it looks like JangBi's playing standard. Oh my god, double shuttle from JangBi. Wow, I have to imagine he has a 2nd Reaver in there. Let's see what he's going to do. He's moving up. He runs up to the turret, past the turret, drops the Zealot on the tank, and now he's right in the middle line. Now that he's got speed shuttle, he can keep both of them alive. Is the Scarab going to hit anything? No, it looks like actually it doesn't. NaDa's been really lucky with Scarabs here, but the Scarabs are going for the tank. 1 tank goes down, but NaDa manages to get the Zealots, and now there's just 2 lone Reavers there. NaDa's really going to need to try and clean these up. He's going for the armor. He picks off a lot of Vultures. And wow, NaDa's forced to evacuate all the SCVs there. Yeah, good idea there. JangBi should really... Oh, he does have that turret. He can get in and out pretty safely. And nice damage there. And wow, JangBi's shuttle is actually just AFK sitting there.
Taking a nap and shit. Just relaxing.
NaDa, excuse me, actually doesn't have very much in his 3rd base. He's only got 2 tanks there. And now this is exactly what JangBi needed. Even though he didn't do too much economic damage there, he really ensured that NaDa can't go for some sort of aggressive push off of 3 bases. And Stargate going up, he does have the Templar Archive, so I have to imagine he's going for Arbiters. Yeah, that was pretty late, and we saw that in Game 3. And I don't want to say that was his downfall, but that was really a disadvantage, as he just got dominated by NaDa's EMPs. So I have to imagine, oh wow, the struggle's going in again. They're just crazy. And wow, NaDa doesn't have anything here. 2 Reavers dropped. Is the Scarab going to hit? 1 Scarab goes for the tank. Look at that. Just to note that, oh wow, none of the Scarabs are doing anything. 2 Scarabs and only 1 Vulture. This is extremely unlucky for JangBi here. Even being a Terran player, huge props to JangBi. This is just awesome Reaver control. Really good finding these holes, and he's just not getting any payoff from all this. And he's going to go for the 3rd base. Look at those SCVs. Oh,
Oh, he might
Wow,
be able to get
what
out here
a
as
hole
well.
right there. Oh,
That was great. If this
oh,
duds,
wow.
oh my god. Wow.
There's one.
Okay.
Finally one hit
got
for
three.
JangBi. Wow.
He got 3 SCVs there. What a great play. Like, and to be paid off with only 3 SCV kills, it kind of sucks. But basically, at least we've been proven that JangBi has huge nuts. Oh man, he's gonna drop again here. Oh wow. If this does not kill SCVs, oh my god. Oh, this is getting really bad for NaDa. Oh my god, he's tearing him apart. I can't believe
NaDa really needs to just siege some tank. He needs to regroup here and hold himself.
Where's his Goliath?
He's taking way too much
build
damage.
More than a Goliath? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Carriers. Well done.
The unbeatable
Bad
carriers.
props.
So it looks like JangBi has won game 5.
I love it.
JangBi's going to be moving on to play against the winner of Stork and 4GG. So yeah, I guess I'm done. Peace out, guys.
You know,
oh, Reaver!
Oh, that Scarab is killing another SCV. So much damage. To
one SCV. That was a fully saturated minute. Oh wow, is JangBi gonna attack here?
Is he attacking? No, he's just storming tanks, man. He is going in for attack. Those are some excellent storms.
Isn't a good idea.
Well done by NaDa to
storms,
run those back. Oh my god, his storms are amazing. But, you know, I think NaDa's gonna hold this because he's so incredibly tank heavy. That's the one thing about being that tank heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his control and positioning was really good there to move those tanks behind the command center and set up that little choke point. Otherwise, he might have been in trouble. And JangBi also really didn't have very many Z-Lots. If he had gone all out with that, if he hadn't have gone 3 Stargate and he had spent all that money on Z-Lots, that might have ended the game right there. But, you know, I think this is a good play by JangBi anyway. I mean, he's just putting pressure on NaDa. NaDa's going to go for the 4th base here, and it's probably going to work. He's going to be able to hold it just because JangBi is spending all that money on carriers and not ground troops. And I don't know if NaDa suspects that, or if he's just trying to get back in this game by aggressively expanding. But either way, I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble when these carriers come out. It really doesn't look like he's expecting it yet, because I don't see him pumping a lot of Goliaths.
Oh, you can see his mini-map. He doesn't even have the bottom right of his base uncovered.
Yeah, you're right. He must have no idea about that at all. So, I mean, he has yet to scan there, and the thing about carriers is the more of them you build before the Terran finds out, the worse it is for the Terran. I mean, if he comes out with 8 carriers and NaDa's not expecting it, it's pretty much going to be a good game. Like, carriers are strong even if the Terran knows they're coming. But if you manage to build up 6 of them before he even notices, just killing a few more SCVs there. But like at this point, every little bit counts. I mean, it's just especially so mentally. I mean, it wears down your opponent. I mean, if you're NaDa right now and you're constantly getting harassed, can't even transfer SCVs safely. I mean, you build 3 turrets and have 4 tanks there, and you still lose some SCVs. That's really playing tricks on his mind right now. It's gonna force him to. I mean, there's another hole right there. Actually, he could probably sneak the shuttle in there. No, it's gonna get sitting there with red HP, almost dead. JangBi moving his carriers out. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I think he might have just gotten it scanned. NaDa's producing Goliath, so maybe it just got scanned. I'm not really sure. I didn't see what happened there. But either way, it was a good move.
Yeah, he's building
turrets.
He definitely knew it was coming.
Yeah, he just figured it out. So a good move by JangBi to move out with them, considering now he knows.
Yeah, that was excellent. Imagine if NaDa would have made 6 or 7 turrets there. That would have been just deadly, and he would have been able to protect this. But now this expansion is going to be under fire. Holy crap, that carrier's taking a lot of damage. But yeah, that expansion is going to be under fire here this whole time, and that's really the bank of JangBi's strategy from here on out. Because keep in mind, there's that kind of unreachable ground that JangBi can attack that expansion from, and NaDa's going to be forced to pull Goliath to attack it. Wow, JangBi actually moving in front. I don't know if this is a good idea. JangBi's going to try and attack here.
Right into
this is
mines.
His only ground force. Oh wow, lots of vultures go down from mines, but now it looks like JangBi's taking some losses. No, oh wow, that last mine is nasty.
What are you doing, man? He's just eating mines for no reason. But you know
what?
This is
going to be the backbone. I mean, look at that, though. JangBi can attack that expansion. He can use the carriers to aid his army. And when NaDa pulls his Goliaths back, JangBi can just go right to that expansion on that unreachable ground and just attack from there. This is going to be real difficult, and NaDa's really going to need to keep a solid hold on his bases here if he wants to win this, because it is not looking good for him now.
No, I mean that's why carriers are so effective on this map, and that's why we have maps that are called carrier maps. I mean, we have all these ridges and ledges, and and narrow passageways and places like that makes it harder for ground troops to maneuver. That really helps carriers. I mean, carriers' main advantages are mobility. In a straight-up fight, Goliaths beat carriers. But when you have them flying around on those cliffs, and when you have the fact that they can fly over this terrain and get to places a lot quicker than the Goliaths,